You're listening to That Home Loan Hub. I'm Zibuni Salimova, here to make home loans and property investing simple, smart, and stress-free. Let's get you closer to your property dreams. Oh my God.
Are you?
Hey, I'm sorry. Few connections. I had to get my hair done.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I can see you've done a good job.
Yeah. I've been to the hairdresser.
I love it. Why am I hearing myself? Is it okay? It's fine? Okay. All right. That's at the start. Oh no, I keep hearing myself. This is annoying.
Let me try to see if because I hear you from my, let me see, the microphone, the speakers. Okay, let me put it in my, okay. Now probably you will not hear the echo.
Can I hear myself now? Hold on.
Are you good now?
Just a second. Let me transfer this across. Can you talk?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Yay, we're getting there. Panos, thank you so much for coming along today.
Of course. Don't even mention it. Like, I love it.
Oh, thank you. So I'm going to look there. I know you're here, but I'm going to look there. So then, well, you look wherever you want to look. I don't know where I am
the camera,
on your screen.
whatever.
That's awesome. So let's start from the beginning. Hello and welcome. I've got the Greek god with me today, Panos.
Hi, guys, everybody.
Awesome. Panos, we met about a month ago at the Financial Advice New Zealand conference.
Mm-hmm.
You were just incredible. You were uplifting. You were motivational. You were energizing. I just loved it. It was great. And you had some really cool stories to share. So let's step back. For those that don't know you, Can you please introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do?
Yeah. So I'm Panos, originally from Greece, Panos Leledakis. This is my surname. I'm in the insurance industry like from 1999. And then at 2015, I also founded my own insurtech startup. And I have to tell you a lot about this. And now I'm doing both the careers of the insurance advisor and the broker and the insurtech founder and everything. So I mix this up. And as a speaker, I had the privilege and the honor, and I'm humbled to be already invited to more than 65 countries to speak about my favorite topic, that it's artificial intelligence and cutting-edge technology in the profession of the insurance, financial planning, mortgage, or whatever.
That's awesome. So what made you go into the insurance industry? I mean, 1999, I don't think I was even born then.
You were not?
No, I was born. I just like to make myself sound like I'm really young.
Yeah.
But 1999, insurance industry, what did it look like back then and why did you join that?
So when I was like 17, I decided, after my parents pushed me to this direction, to go to the law school. But in order to prepare there, and I was coming from a very poor family, they sacrificed everything to give me the money to prepare and everything. And eventually I got in the university. And in the first year of my studies, I find it very boring, by the way, like the law science.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it bored me very much. Like, and the professor is not what I think it's going to be like, and the law and order and everything and suspense, whatever. It was not like that. So, I found a manager on my way. And at that point, I was already working as a part-time employee in a fast food restaurant in order to be able to survive, like all that, and do my studies at the same time. And I found a manager, a unit manager, like in the insurance industry, that he explained to me like the career of the insurance advisor and what are the benefits and what good we are doing to the society and everything. And I was ecstatic. But I went back home and I say, Mom, Dad, listen, I'm not going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be an insurance advisor. And they freaked out. You know how it works. Like, they really freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually I was stubborn enough to stay in this profession and make like a career that I wouldn't even imagine that I can do. Like, I'm so happy that I made that choice at that point.
And were you at that point back in Greece or were you already in America?
No, I was living in Greece like up to my 40 years old. I'm 47 now, so I'm only 6.5 years in the USA. All my rest of my life I was in Greece.
Wow, that's incredible. So to think of Greece, the insurance industry, and now you're in America and you're doing all this amazing things. So let's step back into right now and what's happening in AI world and how has AI and what's happening in your insurance advice and your insurance industry.
So you want to know what AI can, because that has the interruption for the
Yes,
sound.
sorry. Yes. What can AI do now in today's world with insurance advice and maybe mortgage advice if you know anything about mortgage advice or financial advice?
AI, in simple words, can do everything if you know how to use it. Really, it's a huge revolution in the size of electricity, internet, mobile telephony, whatever. Like, it's such a huge revolution. And it's like we can have access to all the knowledge of the world, like in nanoseconds, like by asking whatever we want in the LLMs, as we call them, the large language models. Because many people ask me what is an LLM. ChatGPT is an LLM. Gemini is an LLM, a large language model, so they can reply as humans. And together with all the applications built around AI, now you have access to all the knowledge that is out there on the internet. So, and it can be combined like in seconds. You can automate things so you can save time like everywhere. You don't even have to reply to your emails. You can do all kind of automation so you can save time. You can create amazing content that in the past it was not possible now, because you can understand every market, because you will just ask ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, what is this niche market, like fears, desires, like concerns or whatever. So you can understand the markets, you can create content, and you can get out there, be out there, like, and educate the consumers that in the past it was not easy and before the AI era. And you can have your avatar, you can replace yourself, you can create a customer experience that it's out of this world. So of course you're going to be there for your clients, but you can create chatbots in a form of text, in the form of voice, in a form of I saw that in the conference, you saw that me as an avatar
Yeah,
having a real discussion with a client.
yeah, that really blew my mind. So this is kind of scary and
It is.
exciting times that we live in, you know, like when I think about, wow, I can actually clone myself and I can be twice more efficient or even 3 times more efficient. It blows my mind.
Now with AI, you can be 100 times more efficient, but slowly we need to create new skills, understand how it's working, start mastering all the apps and the things that are out there that we can use. And really, we have entered already a different world, not only on how we can leverage AI and be more productive, but now we have to face a new consumer, like in no time.
Yeah. But see, the worry is like when I talk to older population clients, right? I mean, the younger ones, they're in it, like even my kids, I think they know how to operate a cell phone better than I can.
Sure.
And true. Honestly, my 5-year-old sometimes does crazier things than I can with my phone. But the older population that I talk to, right, they're all scared. They're all very, very scared, and they're scared about their data being leaked, their data being stolen. Like, how do you see this evolving?
Uh, it needs time for start. Like, there is different approaches from different ages and different mindsets, you know. But it's something that it's not going back. It's not a trend. It's not like a buzzword now. AI, it's here to stay. So even imagine 100 years before, people were resisting electricity because they were thinking, and it was right, that it can kill people, and it can. But you find ways to make it more safe. Like, you're going to create the plug with the safety features or whatever. So that's how we're going to get used to use AI or all the other features with caution, without sharing sensitive information, and in the right way, in compliance with all the regulations that already are coming. And we're going to have more and more regulation, because even the regulators, they don't know where to start, like regulating this whole like revolution that's happening there right now. And the people that they are resisting now, it was always like that. In all the revolutions, you have the early adapters, then you have like the people that they're like again adapting everything relatively fast, then you have the rest of the followers, and some people maybe they will not even go there, but again, it's going to be a small percentage. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I like the way you said that and the comparison between the electricity and how that changed people's lives and how they were afraid of it first. And I mean, if we go back even centuries ago, it was fire when people were afraid. The early ancestors of ours living in the cave, and then they discover fire and they're scared of it, right? But then over time they realize the fire keeps them warm, makes them food, and things like that. So I think it's a good way to look at AI in that sense. And as you say, there will be people that will adapt to it now, and they will be probably the ones that will be winning, like you are right now. I mean, you moved from Greek to Miami.
Miami. I was in New York first for 3 or 4 years, and now I'm in Miami. Yeah.
Yeah, and you in the hub, you can see what's going on out there. And what's your future vision of where your company is going, the insurance company, and then your tech company? What are your goals?
Let me tell you more about the tech company, because the insurance is more like straightforward, like to raise your production and grow more. That's an easy thing, but the insurtech has the more interest, at least in my head.
Yes.
Because as you said, I want to share something, like, because I'm meeting now, and I was privileged enough to meet thousands of people around the world and teach them about how to use AI. And the one reaction that I like the most is like older people, like 65, even 70, and even more. They are coming after and they catch me. I have a testimonial in video. I don't have it like now to show you, that says, I was thinking to retire, and now that I see that it's so easy and not costly to use AI, it's so exciting that I want to go back in the game and start producing with all these amazing tools and everything. So this is what I'm enjoying the most, like in my speeches and everything. But also my vision for now and for the future, because many people speak about AI for the future, but it's not the future. It's already here. Like, it's not future. We are already inside. It's just going to evolve very fast. It's like to be able to make them understand the power, to embrace it, to leverage it, and all together we're going to be more successful as individuals, but all together as an industry in the insurance, financial planning, or even mortgages, we can educate more. We can have a huge voice. So by training people how to use the right way, hands-on, with return on investment, not just theories about AI, then it can be a game changer for their life, professional and personal.
That's incredible. Do you need any assistance? Can I join you?
Absolutely.
I'm sure you get asked that a lot, right? As you travel across the world and give these powerful presentations. Because I mean, what you did at the conference absolutely blew my mind. And then was your you had the drone as well,
Drone,
and then
the AI drone.
Yeah, and the things you were showing was the drone and things like that. Like, it was really cool. I think, I don't know, I feel like living in New Zealand, we can be a bit sheltered as well in terms of what we know, what we don't know, and sometimes we think the world out there is happening and we're not part of it. But I think at the same time, there's a lot of also New Zealand startups that are really riding this wave at the moment. And the more of us that do it properly, I think that's the key of your message is you can't just go hands off and go, AI, go and do everything for me. You still need a human driving it, and there's heaps of clever humans that are driving it. I think the better we will become as a society and the faster we can do things. But I guess the other fear that people have is losing jobs, right? Because AI can replace many, many jobs. And again, like, how do you combat that? What do you see, what will happen in the future? What do you reckon?
Again, this is going to come again very fast, but yeah, people will lose jobs. It's that's for sure. It's happened in any revolution. Like you had the farmer that he was doing the soil with this whatever, and then you have the guy that he's like handling the machine. So this is what we're going to do now. From doing some mundane and boring tasks daily, filling forms or whatever, replying to emails, this is going to be automated, and we need to be creative. So there is an estimation. I'm not sure if it's right, but they're saying that 85 million jobs are going to be lost, but 95 millions we're going to create new ones. So let's say prompt engineering or handling or whatever, like all these things. So yeah, people, they need to understand what's happening. They need to create new skills. It's one revolution that's going to happen faster than all the others. Like really, like in 2 or 3 years, going to be like already a new world, because now the power that AI gives us is not like even the internet was like changed the society slowly. Like in 5-10 years, the first changes, and then like in 20 years, we have all these things. The AI is not going to be like that. So if we can pass a message and share a message, like adapt fast. We don't have the time. Jobs are going to be lost. I don't want to be like negative. I'm allergic to negativity, really, to negative people, to negative mindset. But this is the reality. I don't know if it's going to happen next year or 2 years from now, but it's going to happen.
It's coming, right? And it's funny how you said that you're allergic to negativity. And I think this is why you and I bonded over that conference,
Uh-huh.
because we're both quite high energy, crazy
Absolutely.
people that just, feed off each other's positive vibes. And the vision that we have for this planet, for the future, for the humanity is that we want people to do well. We don't want
Absolutely.
people to lose jobs. We don't want people to be living in fear,
Hmm.
right? And this is why I think you going around educating, because education is power, knowledge is power. So
Absolutely.
I think by the more people are educated, the more they know, then they can adapt to it better. Instead of living in a fear state of, oh, I heard that on the news, without actually doing proper research or talking to people that know their stuff. So I think what you're doing is incredible in terms of educating professionals. Like, I don't know, you spoke to us and there were about over 100, 200 people that were in my industry. And I know you've just come back from another conference recently of financial planners and stuff. So I think the more you educate us, then we can go on and pass on this message. And I guess this is why I wanted you to be on this podcast. And I know it was a huge honor for me because I'm still little, I'm still growing. And,
You're
you
doing
know,
great. And
thank
let
you.
me share something with you, like on that, because there is a free university about AI and all these new technologies. I don't know if you know that already.
No, tell me more.
You don't know? It's called YouTube. Let me tell you, really, I'm not joking, because now there is some AI Chrome extensions or browser extensions that, let's say, if you want to make research now, you can go and download this extension, and then you can click a button and it's going to send the whole transcript in ChatGPT, and you will have the summary and the best ideas, because some people in the video, they're trying to sell something or they're telling the story of their lives that you're not interested about. But you can search anything you want if you want. The only reason that I'm creating training programs around that is to save people time. If they wanted,
Wow.
they could find anything by themselves, but it would take them thousands of hours of researching, testing, understanding how it works, having the ideas
Yeah.
and everything. But like even now, some people, they might take some trainings like what we have or other people have, like around this technology, so they will save time, or you can find anything you want by yourself now. There's no limitation.
And that's again incredible times we live in, right? I
Yep.
mean, sometimes I look what my kids are watching on YouTube, and I'm like, "Why are you watching this rubbish? Like, it's absolute rubbish." Because I know there's so much more on YouTube that you could be watching right now that will fill you with good knowledge, good information, and then my kids will go and do something, and I'm like, how did you know how to do that?" And they go, "I saw it on YouTube," and I'm like, "Really? I thought you were watching rubbish." Even when they're watching rubbish, apparently there is some educational material. And
Yeah, in our age
as
we had TV, but in TV we didn't have like the choice. But now in YouTube they have the choice. Like, so it's a matter of what you choose to see, and if you educate them even better, and I know that you're doing a great job, you can like point them to what they need to understand and make it fun also at the same time.
yeah, no, that's really good to know. So Panos, tell me a little bit more about your academy. What are you teaching in your academy?
It's I will take you like one step back, because we have you asked me about my vision, so I can connect it and reply to
Ah,
that all together. So my vision, starting the insurtech startup back in 2009, the research was
wow.
how we can re-engineer and rebrand the way that we consult people, either in insurance, financial planning, or mortgage. Because the thing is, people perceive our profession as selling, and I hate that. We are not salespeople, we are consultants. Okay.
That's right.
But if you want to be a consultant, you need to use, or like whatever, you need to use a science. And at 2009, I started like trying to find what kind of science can back our profession. And I found that risk management can do that, because everything is about risk management. Even the interest rate of a bank loan is it's a risk. So we implement the risk management science as the first pillar. So now, instead of selling insurance, we can make a risk assessment, identify the risk, measure them for the first time, prioritize them, quantify them, and give a risk profile to the client so he can understand the problem.
Mm,
Because then we had the second pillar, that was neuroscience and behavioral economics. Because neuroscience indicates now that the human brain cannot understand and accept risk. Because I will tell you one of the 6 brain functions that we have, called optimistic bias, that the human brain doesn't want to accept that something bad will happen. It protects us from fear, and fear is pain.
Yeah.
So we found ways to educate and bypass these kind of things. And then we have the third pillar, that it's technology, like how we can leverage technology from automation and now AI, because lately AI was given to the public. And we were doing that for 5 years. We have created like a software and a consulting methodology that we have already 11 global innovation awards from MIT University and all this stuff, like in
Wow.
contests that we have. Thank you. And
Congratulations.
thank you. I said thank you before you even congratulated, because
I
I'm so
know.
happy, so proud for that. So I don't care.
I love it.
And yeah, we have this as one business model, and together as a side effect was like the research around AI and new cutting edge technologies. So I'm having my studio here because we started like doing Zoom meetings after the COVID. I was doing Zoom meetings with the clients from 2015. I turned my whole practice digital, so I didn't do in-person meetings. And you need to be like unique and create an experience there. And how to use AI and how to use automation and how to use social media and the new era of AI and everything. So we have created a training program that can teach you all that in 12 webinars of 2 hours, all through webinars. You don't have to go anywhere. And we have great feedback already. We're very happy about that because it's very hands-on and based on our experience, because we are coming from the field. I'm not an AI expert that came from nowhere, and I don't understand what it means to sit in front of a client or in front of an advisor that you're the manager. So I have done that 25 years. So that's our competitive advantage in the training.
I love when people that live in the industry, they're doing it, and then they're the ones that are teaching you. You know, there's so many people out there that will sell you the idea that they can teach you something, but they're actually not the experts in the industry. But you are living and breathing the industry. And at the same time, you've managed to achieve something incredible through, you know, both hands. And I think learning from you will be way more interesting. Although I think when you just need to dial down your speed a little bit, I think you're on like 2 times speed reaction.
In the webinars, we have the 0.75 speed, so you can do that.
Oh, good. So we can slow you down. I love it. You know, when I started recording the podcast, I actually had to be conscious of how fast I normally talk. Mm-hmm. And I have to slow myself down. So
you're right.
In the real life, when I talk to people, they're like, you don't talk like this on your podcast. You're like way slower. And I'm like, yep, because I have to think through of what I'm talking about and really slow myself down. Because normally in the real life, I talk just like you and I talk really fast. But it's incredible. I think when I first met you and we were chatting, and I was like, wow, I finally met someone that's like just
speaks as fast as me, right?
Yeah, that was really cool. Although New Zealanders are known to be for speaking really fast.
You are?
Well, I'm not a New Zealander, you see. So I spent 20 years in New Zealand. I'm not originally from New Zealand.
The good thing is that, that's good because we are all like immigrants from somewhere. But I can create my avatar that it can speak slower also, and it can have New Zealand accent if you want from New Zealand. So now with AI, you can do whatever you want. And by the way, just joking around that, I want to share that what you asked. I'm passionate about technology because it changed my life first. Like starting from small Greece with nothing and be able now to travel to 65 countries. It's all about technology. Like I was doing Skype meetings with clients in 2003, webinar prospecting in 2010, virtual reality meetings with clients at 2017. So it changed my whole life, the technology. So that's why I'm so passionate also about that.
Yeah, I think you were way ahead of the wave because, in 2020, when the COVID hit, everyone's like suddenly discovered Zoom. But just like you, I was doing Zoom even a couple of years prior to that because I had small babies and I didn't want to travel to client meetings. So I was like, hey, can we do Zoom, And then slowly I was educating clients about Zoom. And then when 2020 hit, I was like, yes.
You're ready.
Finally, everybody knows about Zoom. So it's been really good. It's been really good. But what really fascinated me as well at the conference, you did something funny. And then we've discovered how you did it. So Nick Hakes, the CEO of Financial Advice New Zealand, he was on my podcast a few episodes ago. You created his avatar and he gave us a speech. Can you just tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. There is some softwares that you can combine to do that. And this is the scary part now that AI can do because I just went to the internet. I Google search Nick Hakes. I found a nice resolution picture, a big resolution picture. So then you put it in a software called Heygen. It's Heygen, like generation. And then you can create first the avatar. It's a still picture, but you can also add motion because you saw that he was moving his hands and everything, but in almost a normal way. And then I found the podcast of yours because I told you already that you were having like a discussion with Nick. And then I took this audio from there and I put it in another software called 11 Labs. So 11 Labs can replicate his voice. So now you are taking the voice from 11 Labs. You're putting with an API in Heygen. I know that's technical, but I'm just telling you how I did that.
And no, I love it. I love all the names because I'm like, cool, this is what I'm going to use to create my own avatar. Yep, exactly. Keep going.
So then you just feed the script and the avatar with lip syncing and the voice and the accent can say whatever you want because it was the voice of the Nick. Like you can hear that. It was like replicated. Exactly. So this way you can make anybody say anything, and that's scary. And if you want also to share something that I'm doing also with that, it's a combination, and it might be useful for the people that they're watching that, is you can take the picture of somebody, you can download a free app called Face App, you can make them older, like 75 years old, and I'm creating some videos that I'm sharing with them, and I say, your future self will thank you if you do that. Let's say you take a loan in a good interest or you start your pension planning or whatever. So in the prospect in a story telling fashion, people are affected so much watching their future self thanking them or blaming them because they made the right decision at the right time.
I think I caught a glimpse of something you've done recently. Yeah, I think there were 2 versions of your future self.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It was the one that he was struggling and still giving speeches to the age of 75 and say, bravo, genius, you messed up everything. And then there was another version of me, like with my hoodie and everything in Miami, and I was sipping drinks and I was having passive income and I was enjoying my life.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I think this is something, again, that people need in their lives, is that a bit of imagination. And when you help them to imagine these things and show them the future, it's powerful. It's absolutely powerful. There are no other words for it.
And the differentiation factor, because nobody's doing that so far. Maybe in the future it's going to be a trend. But if you are different from all the others and you create an impression and an experience, 2 things will happen. The clients will close easier with you because they are having fun. It's engaging. It's not a classic, scary discussion that they have in the past. And also they're going to speak about you to others. So your reputation will travel before you to the next prospect. And this is the factor that it will raise the closing ratio in any business.
I love this. This is just mind-blowing. And again, this is something innovational. You're constantly pivoting. I find that in the last 15 years of me being in this industry, it's a constant pivot. You constantly have to think fast and think how can you be ahead of your competition and provide that point of difference. Because, at the moment, we've got an issue in New Zealand where for instance, there's a lot of clients that are saying, why do we need a mortgage broker? Why do we need an insurance advisor? We can just go to the bank. The banker can give us an answer just like that. The insurance company also provides service through the bank, so we can get it faster. If you go through the mortgage broker, at the moment, we've got 10 days delay. So we have to wait for 10 days for a mortgage unit, the same bank, just the different unit picks up the application, takes 10 days. So they're saying, why should I wait 10 days when I can go and get it done instantly? And I think this is what makes the difference. It's that personalized approach, that storytelling, that connection that they normally wouldn't get with their banker, because the banker is all about, right? Come in here, Mr. Panos, here's your approval, off you go. Versus here, I think it's a little bit different.
Yeah, and if you can become the trusted advisor, people want somebody to confirm that they took the right decision, or somebody told them what's the right decision, because the bank are not interested so much like about their own the interest of the client, but you are. So you're going to give them the best advice, so how they can do that in the most efficient way, the most cheap way, or whatever. And this is why AI will not replace also many advisors, because many people in the future, even if they can check the information that you are giving them, or if they can find the information by themselves, they will not trust their own decision if somebody that he can prove that he's a trusted advisor and he had experience also. He will couple that, and he will be like, as you have a guy that provides you that dietary, like how do you call it? I don't remember even the name. Nutritionist, whatever you call it. You know, if you want to lose weight, you know that you need to eat less and have more meals, let's say. But you need somebody to coach you, like to be accountable to. Also, in the financial world, we need accountability partners in that, and the advisor should be that. And the last thing that I was thinking as I was telling you that is that we were having a research, and it's like, I know that's a heavy theory about quantum physics, but they were testing if AI can reveal a breaking through theory about something that it's not existing before, and it cannot. Because AI can use whatever it knows already. It cannot create new knowledge. So this is going to be the creativity, it's going to be the skill that people will need to have in the future more and more.
Yeah, my God. I'm like, I've paused there for a moment, soaking it in, going, holy crap. Wow, that's incredible, right? Like the future that we have. Again, I keep circling back to that. I think it's exciting and it's scary and it's powerful. And I think it's up to us how we use it and what we do with it. So, Panos, what are you reading right now? Share with me, what are you reading right now?
I'm reading a lot. So I was reading a book of Joe Dispenza now. How to break the habit to not be yourself. That's that. Another and I'm reading a lot of business books also, like I was reading about AI called 2041. So they are trying to predict what's going to happen like in some years from now with AI and everything. Or another one called Hooked. So how you can create some services and information that you can hook the clients to them and they can depend on that. So that would be good business practice, and many other. I have a lot of titles if you want to share some.
When do you have the time to read?
That's the thing is, I will tell you what I'm doing. Some of these books are publicly available, like like you can find. ChatGPT knows everything. So I don't know if you know already. ChatGPT has the voice mode. So either when I'm power walking and I'm trying to exercise, I'm listening to audiobooks. So I'm combining. I call it feedsdom, like from fitness and wisdom, something like that. So I'm doing the power walk or whatever, 45 minutes, and I listen to a book. So I'm doing 45 minutes of walk every day. So every week I listen to one book almost, or more, 1.5 book.
Yeah.
Or now lately I found this. So you can have your phone together with you. You can put your headset and you can start discussing with ChatGPT. So what I did is, I say, I'm interested in the Stoic philosophy. Let's start, give me the principle. So explain the principle. So I hear some things and I start asking questions. What is about that? How elaborate on that or do that? So I'm doing research by walking and speaking with AI now.
Wow. So it's like having a companion that you can talk to.
Exactly.
But that companion will never argue back and
knows everything.
Knows everything. It's great. I love it. So I didn't know about the voice option. I knew about the typing option, but not the voice. Is it in the paid version of ChatGPT?
No, it's in the because I have my studio here. Give me 1 second and I will show you. So are people that they see that? Let me check if this is connected already. Yeah, it is. So with my studio, I can do also that. I can do
Hey, we don't want to see your Tinder profile.
No,
Move
Tinder.
along from that page.
Okay. So you go to ChatGPT here, and you will see that beside this microphone, you see these lines that they are like vertical. So you click this, and if I click this, let me also give me 1 second to connect it with my Bluetooth, so you will hear this also in the podcast. And maybe give me 1 second, so you see what I'm doing now. I'm having the Roadcaster platform. It's connected. Okay. Hello, I'm here with my dear friend Zebonusa, and we are recording a podcast. And I want to say hi to all the people that are listening to this podcast and tell them how AI will change the world.
Hey, everyone. Big shout out to all the listeners tuning in. It's great to have you with us. AI is truly transforming the world in amazing ways, from making businesses more efficient to helping us solve complex problems faster. Stick around to hear more about how AI is shaping the future.
And also now, because we are speaking so much and you know everything almost about me, I want you in 30 seconds to present me to the people and make me look good, please.
Absolutely. Here we go. Panos is a visionary leader and tech expert in the insurance industry, passionate about harnessing AI to empower professionals. With a wealth of experience and a knack for innovation, he's on a mission to revolutionize how we approach technology in business. Plus, he's got a great sense of humor and a positive outlook that makes him an inspiring force. You're in great hands with Panos leading the way.
Anyway, and here it's one advice also that I want to share, that stick to one LLM like ChatGPT, because now they are having memories of all the chats you have. So now it's like you're having an employee that is getting to know you like by the time. So it's going to be your trusted like right hand, because it's going to know everything about you. Having all the knowledge and know you, it's a huge like power.
That's amazing. Imagine, like, it can replace your boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Absolutely.
This is great. They will never forget your birthdays. They might even tap into your credit card and order you flowers. This is great.
That's amazing.
I love it.
This is going to happen. You know, in the new era of AI, many people will be confused, because when you are speaking to all these models that they have voice, and it's not only ChatGPT, there's another one called Google AI Studio that it can guide you like that. This is the death of tutorials. It can tell you click here and click in a voice. There is voice agents from 11 Labs that they are so natural, human-like, that at some point I'm confused, and I forget that I'm speaking to a machine and not to a real person.
Wow. How do you know I'm real today?
I don't know. You will never know. How do you know I'm real?
I was actually worried when I booked you in and you're like, yeah, I'll come on your podcast. I'm like, he's such a busy man. He doesn't have the time for this. He's probably going to send his clone in, and I'll be talking to his clone.
I could do that. Like, you could have my clone speaking, but yet he doesn't have my passion and enthusiasm. We're working on that.
You're working on that. All right. Yeah. I see. Panos, it has been absolutely incredible to have you on the show today. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see your journey, and I hope we meet again. I believe Fans is trying to get you back in next year, because we loved you all so much. I probably shared a secret that you probably didn't know about yet.
I didn't know. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, we had our debrief for the Fans conference, and we saw it was incredible. And you were definitely one of the highest rating speakers after me. I was the most highest, and then you were after me. So.
Perfect.
So they really want you back, and it'll be awesome to see you again in New Zealand. And thank you so much for your time today. Any parting words?
Guys, this is my message: adapt and fly, because many people, as you said, they are scared and they use this negative. And I told you that I'm allergic to negativity. Adapt or die. I don't like negative messages. Maybe you will not die, but if you adapt, you will fly for sure. So my last words is like, adapt to this new era. Is an exciting era. Yeah, it's a little bit scary, but if we learn how to use it in the right way, we can really release time. We will have more time to sit down with our families, with our clients, to speak about their dreams. We will enjoy life more with all this technology if we use it in the right way. And I hope like we will have another podcast sharing ideas with AI with your audience.
I love it. So you gonna come back if I invite you back?
Of course.
Yes. Awesome, Panos. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. I believe it's evening time in wherever you are. In Miami at the moment. Enjoy the beaches. It's really cold here, so we're preparing for the winter.
Okay, I don't want to make you jealous, but now we're having like a great like weather here.
Oh man, it was like 1 degree this morning here. So, yeah, thank you so much. Would love to have you back on the show.
And keep doing what you're doing, because that's an amazing service for all your attendees, either they are consumers or professionals, because it needs a lot of time, a lot of effort to set up a podcast, and you are doing that from your heart, and I know that already. So congratulations first, and keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Panos. Have a good one.
Have a good one also.
See you. End for everyone? End session? And that's a wrap on that Home Loan Hub. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join me next time for more property tips and tricks. Your next smart move starts here.